Fir'aun sat upon his throne, believing the world had already decided its truth. For years, no voice rose above his command. No will challenged his authority. Egypt moved when he spoke, and silence followed when he demanded it. To Fir'aun, power was not borrowed. It was not questioned. Power was who he was. Gold surrounded him. Soldiers stood ready. The court was filled with fear disguised as loyalty. This was not a palace. It was a monument to arrogance. Then something changed. A man stood before Fir'aun and did not bow. The room felt it immediately. Not anger, unease, because Fir'aun was used to rebellion. He was used to whispers. But this was different. This was calm. Fir'aun raised his hand, expecting the world to obey as it always had. He expected fear. He expected submission. Instead, a sign appeared. No blade was drawn. No army marched. No threat was spoken. And yet, the court froze. In that moment, Fir'aun felt something he had not felt in years. Not doubt, not confusion, threat, because power does not fear noise. It fears truth. The air in the hall changed. Guards tightened their grip on their weapons. Advisors glanced at one another, unsure whether to speak or stay silent. And Fir'aun stood, not in humility, not in reflection, but in pride. He rose from his throne not to listen, but to crush. Fir'aun did not ask what the sign meant. He did not pause to consider its origin. He did not allow space for doubt, because doubt is dangerous to those who rule by fear. Instead, he chose denial. He spoke quickly, loudly, confidently. He called truth a trick. He called a sign an illusion. He told his court what to believe before belief could find them on its own. This is how power protects itself, not by understanding, but by controlling the story. Fir'aun knew something important in that moment. If he accepted what stood before him, his throne would crack, and so he rejected it. He pointed, he commanded, he reminded everyone who held authority in that room. But authority, once challenged, is never the same again. The seed had been planted. Fir'aun returned to his throne, but the throne no longer felt secure. He had chosen pride over truth, control over humility, appearance over reality, and history would remember that choice. This was the moment everything could have changed. This was the moment Fir'aun could have stepped back from the edge. He didn't, and every warning that followed, every sign, every loss, would trace back to this decision, because when arrogance meets truth, only one survives. Watch the full battle memoirs of Fir'aun versus Musa on ANA 247 TV. Power can deny truth for a time, but never forever.